All right, so I'm gonna wait around just a few minutes to see if some people join. And if not, I'm just gonna go ahead with the content, you guys. So I'm gonna turn this fan down just a little bit. I have a fan going. It is so hot, so hot. Air condition and fan going all at the same time. All right, so I'm gonna turn it off. All right, so I'm gonna give it about a minute or two to see if some people come in. Let's bring it down just a little bit. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead with this vertical live, and I gotta get the content out. My goal, and this is like the last week. I told you guys I am really pushing to try to get at least 4 videos out per week. And sometimes when you are a content creator and your life is a lot busy like mine is, you just got to get it the best way you can. Hey, Jory. So I'm going to do this live, and it is my fragrances and fragrance combinations for the week of August 18th. And we're just going to have a candid conversation. So if you have some things that you would like to contribute at that time, I can respond to you live. I look like I'm ready for the yacht. I wish, Jory. I wish. I did no vacationing this I did no vacationing this 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 okay, so you can tell I'm new to this. I did no vacation in this summer. So I have not vacationed at all this summer. So we're like 2.5 minutes in. So I'm gonna just go ahead and get started. So the week of August 18th, you know, I always start my week on Sundays, and I'm doing this way so I don't have to go through editing the video and doing a thumbnail and all that. Not that I'm trying to slight you guys in a type of way, but I'm trying so hard to meet my 4 videos per week goal. I'm trying so hard to do this. So I had kind of said to you in my last live that I will possibly be doing some lives, and I'm gonna just get used to doing it this way because it's like once it's done, it's there. So this is my first fragrances that I wore this week live, and we have 13 people in. Thanks for stopping by. If you are new here, if you would go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Over here on this channel, I do fragrance content, whether it's body or home, and I'm trying so hard to be more consistent. I do cover like body care, mainly from Bath and Body Works, and fragrances. So we're gonna just get right into it. So starting off on Sunday, I started off with Hard to Get, and this is by Forever Mood from the lovely Miss Jackie Aina. You know, she released 4 fragrances all at one time. I think this was in the spring. I think this was like April when she did this. And I have this one along with her signature scent, which is That Girl. Oh, I Am Her. And this is a really easy fragrance. This is one of those fragrances that you can dress up or down, meaning that you can wear this on a really laid back type of day, which I was kind of laid back this Sunday, or you can dress it up and it could really be your fragrance for that day. Also, if you're a person that like gourmand scents, this is like a lemony gourmand. If you enjoy gourmand scents, that's subtle, but at the same time, it gives you that citrus vibe. I would definitely say that this could be a really nice signature scent. So you can see the dent is real. The lasting power on it, I wish that it was a little stronger, but I do think that you can get the satisfaction that you like by layering this. But I didn't layer it that particular day. but I really enjoyed it. Welcome in, Kevin and RC. Thank you. Thank you, RC. So this was my scent of the day for Sunday. Now moving on into Monday. Monday was also one of those days where I wore an isolated scent, and I did that because I am really trying to experience this. And normally when I'm trying to experience fragrances before I come to you and give a review, I really try to wear those things just in isolation with just a body moisturizer so I can get the true essence of the fragrance. So this is something that I added to the collection the month of July, and this is Guilty Crush by the House of Oud. This is my very first fragrance from Guilty Crush, and it is such a nostalgic fragrance. This fragrance does have notes of cherry, strawberry, and it has this retro-like lipstick note in it that smells so good. It smells like lipstick, like when I grew up in the 90s, and it smells so good. It reminds me of my aunt. It doesn't smell like what I consider lipstick to smell like today, but it does smell really good. Oh yes, that is the Hard to Get is really a really nice gift, and it does pair very well with the iced lemon pound cake. Yes, the House of Oud, Jory, have really nice artsy like bottles. They look like eggs. And what I do like about it, this is like the stand. It's actually the cap, but it also serves as like a stand. And this is the actual fragrance itself inside. And it's really nice. It's a really pretty fragrance. Very girly like. AI the Great recommended this, and I blindly bought this because I don't have a place here in my town that sell the House of Oud, but I blindly bought it and I am happy about it. So that was my fragrance for the day on Monday. Now moving on into Tuesday, I kind of got back to my old self. You know, I am a layering girl. I love to layer just tons and tons of products. And this particular day, I started off with the Fiji Sun Guavatini, and this is the bronzing lotion, and I did it only for the bronzing purpose. And I also used the Waikiki Beach body cream that is now empty, but if you know Bath and Body Works, you know Waikiki Beach. So I used that as my moisturizer, and then I went in with something that I got this past summer from Navitus in collaboration with Gabby Loves Perfume, and this is Melon Kiss. This is Vacation in a Bottle, one of the many fragrances that I consider to be vacation in a bottle, but this is definitely a coconut forward fragrance. I don't get a lot of melon in this because melon is kind of subtle, and the coconut to me and on my skin, it just really wears out. I mean, it just really shines through. It really does. Yes, Waikiki Beach coconut is one of my favorites. I'm actually out. So next SAS, or the next time it come out, I do need to get a backup of a lotion or cream or something. So I did pair this with the Waikiki Beach and the Guavatini, and I also just kind of missed myself with this. This is not a very high projecting fragrance, but this is a very popular fragrance for this summer. It was released this spring, and this is Miami Nectar by Ellis Brooklyn, and it is so good. This is also a coconut fragrance, but it has a really good balance of frangipani in it with coconut water, and I think it has some guava in it too, but it paired really well with the Melon Kiss and those body creams that I use. So that was my fragrance for Tuesday. Now moving on into Wednesday, I totally flipped gears. I wanted to smell very girly, very elegant, very pretty. I don't remember what I had on this particular day, but I'm sure it was something that just kind of matched the vibe of the fragrances. And I went back into that top and bottom thing. You know, I shared with you guys a couple weeks ago how I really have been enjoying the top and the bottom. I'm wearing one fragrance at the top and one fragrance at the bottom, and it really is nice when I'm wearing like a dress or skirt at the bottom. You really can smell it. But the fragrance that I wore at the top is from the House of Creed, and this is Windflowers. This is a floral fragrance, but it does have this subtle gourmand edge to it. And I tell you guys all the time, this fragrance reminds me of my husband because he will wear this and it smells so good on him. And it's one of those fragrances, even when he layered with the many things that he have on, this still shines through. Although it's more of a softer fragrance from the House of Creed, it really have some standout fragrance notes in it. And it's nice. It's nice. It has some white florals in it. It has a praline note in it. And it's just absolutely pretty. So this was my top. Now for my bottom was a classic. This is something I've had many bottles of. This is the Chance Etendre, and this is the EDP. The way you can tell, the one in gold is the EDP and the one in white is the EDT. I do prefer the EDP better because, of course, it lasts longer, and I just like the fragrance. It is so good. So nice. Welcome in, Dominic. But this is really nice. Oh, this is your first time hearing that? Do you watch Travalia? Jory Travalia, she's over on Instagram and she's on TikTok, and I love her content. She is a sales representative for Nordstrom's flagship store in Manhattan, I think, downtown New York. And she has great content, and I watch her all the time, and she talks about how she put fragrances at the top, the bottom, the front, the back, on her sides, and she just have a very creative way of how she get the best out of all of her fragrances. But she's really good. And try it, especially if you're wearing like a skirt or a dress on this particular day. But on Wednesday, these both were really good. I really enjoyed them. And if I don't mention a body care, I just put on a base oil. I moisturize my body because you do need moisturizers for the fragrance to have a barrier and something to attach to. So if I don't mention it, I normally just use my Aveeno oat oil or my Coco Shea or bio oil or some type of light oil that I used. I don't use like unscented lotions or creams or anything like that. If I don't mention a cream, it's because I just used my light oil. All right, so that was my fragrance for Wednesday. Now moving on into Thursday. Thursday, I was just in the mood for this particular fragrance. I tell you guys, this is my feel-good fragrance. It makes me happy. I really enjoy this fragrance. This is bottle number 2, and it looks like I'm almost halfway through it. So this is one of those fragrances that is very purposeful. It's not just to smell good on me, but it's something about the fragrances inside of this that really heightens my mood. So the fragrance that I'm speaking about is the K.I. Lee Yum Pistachio. And you know, this is the pistachio gelato fragrance with the hazelnut, the sweet rum, some cotton candy, and marshmallow. So this is so good. This is such a great fragrance. It's so good. So what I decided to do is pair it with a fragrance that was released by Sniff earlier this summer or late spring. And it is in collaboration with Alex L. She's an author, and I follow her over on TikTok too. Not TikTok, she's here on YouTube, but I follow her on Instagram, and I really love her. Just motivational, life supporting content. It's just really good. Really enjoy her. But this is in collaboration with her, and this is called Heal the Way, this fragrance. And it is a pistachio fragrance, but it is more woody than it is gourmand than this. 2 total different types of pistachio, so very different. And I paired them together. This is very comforting. I do think that this fragrance is more befitting for fall, transitioning into fall from summer, or transitioning out of fall into winter. But this is a very comforting fragrance, and I do think that this could be a unisex type of fragrance. I do. And it's nice. It's nice. It really is nice. I just think that it's going to shine more for me in the fall. But I did pair it with my Young Pistachio, and I enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. So that was my fragrance combination for Thursday. Now moving on into Friday, I used one of my favorite Bath and Body Works fragrances. This is Summer Melody. And guess what, Jory? I remember on one of your last empties, you emptied this. And this is one of my favorites. This is Summer Melody. I don't have any more backups, but this is Honeydew, Golden Honeydew with Bronze Vanilla, and it smells so good. It has a really nice tardiness to it, and this right here also would pair really well with this. But I didn't pair it with the Melon Kiss this time. I ended up pairing it with another one of my favorite summer fragrances, which is Coney Island from Bond Number 9. And this fragrance smells like an exotic event on a yacht. It's funny that Jory just said that. And they're serving you these very lemony tart or lime tart margaritas. That's what this smells like. It actually have margarita mix in it. This is one of my favorite Bond Number 9s. As you can see, I'm just about out. And would I replenish this when it's done? Most definitely. Hey, Paul, how you doing? Most definitely. Yes, I did say, did I say wildflowers? It's not wildflowers, it's windflowers. Pardon me, it's windflowers. When I was talking about the Creed, it's windflowers. All right, so yes, I paired this with the Summer Melody, and it's paired really well. The melons, the saltiness from the margarita mix, the guava note in here, absolutely beautiful. And this is also a unisex fragrance, and it is summer. This is a summer fragrance. Do I want to replenish it? I do. All right, so that was my fragrance combination for Friday. Now moving on into Saturday, I started off with the Emerald Mist by Bath and Body Works. This is a pear forward fragrance. It has fragrance notes of fresh rainfall, sun-kissed pear, blonde woods. Really nice fragrance. I really enjoy this. It pairs really well with pear scented fragrances. So I went in with those two items, and then I went in with this. This is Pear Jam by Net, New York. And this is a different type of pear for me. This is more of a perfumey, elegant like pear. It's not like a watery, subtle, anytime type of wear pear. I have to say that I have to be in a mood to wear this. This is not like Dylan Purple. Dylan Purple is a pear scent that I could wear without even thinking about it. But this one right here, it has more of a perfumey edge, so I really have to think about it before I wear it. But it does pair really well with the Emerald Mist. So that was my fragrance combination for Saturday, you guys. So those were my fragrance combinations for the week of August 18th. Like I said, if you're new here and you stopped by, if you like the content, just go ahead and subscribe. Give the video a thumbs up. And you can just click the screen twice. I learned that from watching other people's vertical live. You click the screen twice, it'll thumbs up the video for you automatically. I want to thank you guys so very much for coming back and always supporting. You are greatly appreciated. I could not express to you enough. Like I said, if it's just myself and one other, I appreciate your time for coming in and just stopping by. I'm trying to grow the channel, and if it's God's will, it'll happen when it happens and when it's time. So I'm gonna do and put my best foot forward and try to be as consistent as I possibly can. So you will get some live content because it's easier for me to do live content to stay consistent with what I'm trying to do. So I want to thank you guys again for coming back, and do not forget, you, yes, you are great. And thank you, Trezor. Thank you for stopping by. Bye-bye.